Don't miss your chance. It's Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Time now for Cerebus issue 208, the 8th chapter of Guys. As the Cyrenists begin to harvest the corn and other crops surrounding the tavern, inside, a gorgeous lady named Riley Hose has informed Harrison that she's interested in Cerebus sexually. The bartender explains this proposition to Cerebus in great detail, but he's concerned by the fact that she's married. After some coaxing by Harrison and Bear, Cerebus finally approaches this female when Prince Mick enters the bar. Turns out she's had a fling with him prior, and they quickly rekindle their old flame in the upstairs bedroom where everybody can hear. This leads to Cerebus falling off the wagon and getting stinking drunk. He discovers himself alone in the bar as everyone else is left to attend the bonfire. The bonfire is the Cyrenist orgy of sex and mayhem, a literal Burning Man of Histarcion society. Weeks later, snow having fallen, Cerebus and Bear are playing a game of 5-Bar Gate. Bear tells Cerebus about what Marty did to Cerebus the last time they played 5-Bar Gate in issue 202. Cerebus finds this so funny, he gets distracted enough to let Bear score a point. As they argue, a clean-cut gentleman with a paper hat named Dandy Don Duffbeer approaches with his creation, Graphic Reads. His highly entertaining Bizarre Heroes are available, and Cerebus is interested. They are available, but at what cost? Riley Hose is a parody of B.C. Goyer's comic creation, Hilly Rose, which was a sci-fi series published around this time. It's pretty good looking, So, check it out. Dandy Don Duffbeer and his Bizarre Heroes are a parody of Don Simpson and his Bizarre Heroes, which were in turn parodies of famous comic characters. Don's most famous character of all of his creations is probably Megaton Man, which had his own comic published by Image for a while. The Wanker, the comic that Cerebus, graphic read that Cerebus is really into this issue and the next, is a parody of Don Simpson's Bizarre Hero, The Slick, who is a parody, a combination homage of both Spider-Man and Steve Ditko's Blue Beetle, which is a very fun sounding combination, I'd say. His secret identity of Anton Drek is actually in reference to Don Simpson's pseudonym he used while he did XXX Comics. This issue loses a lot of story space to devote to the passage of time. We've had previous issues, we've had stuff like rain falling, or we had the geese flying away. This issue, we get the bonfire, we get the snowfall and everything. And as such, we don't get that much story in this particular issue. So it's a bit light on story. Even the end is just set up for what's going to be next issue's main story and the one after. This is another mini trilogy of stories. So it's a little bit it's a little bit of a light read compared to some of the other issues. So it's a good issue. It's just more transitory than memorable, I'd say. It's more about working for the overall phone book than telling an individual tale, and those aren't always my favorite issues, but it's still done excellently. And the Wanker, just the last page of the Wanker comic is pretty funny. Next time, When Titans Wank.